Here is a 700-word review of Kannappa without subheadings, written in a flowing narrative style. Kannappa, directed by Mukesh Kumar Singh and headlined by Vishnu Manchu, is a devotional epic that attempts to revive the lost art of mythological storytelling in modern Indian cinema. Inspired by the legendary tale of a tribal devotee who sacrifices everything in the name of his unwavering faith in Lord Shiva, the film tries to balance grandeur with emotional depth. Though the story is ancient, the treatment is ambitious and cinematic, aiming to resonate across languages and generations. The film follows Kannappa, a free-spirited tribal hunter who lives life by instinct, governed by nature, not gods. His life takes a spiritual turn when he has a divine encounter, triggering a transformation that leads him toward the path of absolute devotion. Vishnu Manchu takes on the titular role with sincerity and intensity, portraying a man evolving from ignorance to enlightenment. His emotional commitment to the role is visible, particularly in the final act, where his sacrifice becomes the emotional heart of the film. As Kannappa's bond with Shiva deepens, his character shifts from a symbol of rebellion to one of surrender, making for a compelling arc even if the screenplay wavers at times. What sets Kannappa apart from other devotional films is its star-studded ensemble and the scale of its ambition. The cameos from megastars like Mohanlal, Prabhas, and Akshay Kumar are designed to add gravitas and draw in wider audiences. Mohanlal plays Karata, a divine hunter avatar of Shiva, and his presence is magnetic despite limited screen time. His scenes are intense, and his transformation carries a raw energy that complements the film's central themes. Prabhas, as Rudra, and Akshay Kumar as Lord Shiva, make brief but impactful appearances, each crafted with dramatic flair, though fans might wish they had a larger role. Nevertheless, their screen presence enhances the mythic aura of the film and helps solidify its grand narrative tone. Visually, Kannappa is a film of ambition. The cinematography by Sheldon Chow captures the breathtaking beauty of New Zealand and tribal settlements with stunning detail. Sweeping aerial shots and immersive landscapes lend a cinematic majesty to the tale, and some of the frames are truly postcard-worthy. However, this ambition is somewhat undercut by inconsistent visual effects. While some divine sequences are executed with finesse, others suffer from artificial CGI and unconvincing textures, especially in action-heavy or transformation scenes. These visual weaknesses occasionally pull the viewer out of the mythic world the film strives so hard to create. The soundtrack, composed by a team including Stephen Devasi, Devi Sri Prasad, and Mani Sharma, has its highs and lows. The devotional tracks are emotionally stirring and align well with the spiritual core of the story, but there's a lack of tonal consistency across the entire score. At times, the music feels overbearing, drowning quieter moments that could have benefited from restraint. Still, the background music during the climax, particularly in the eye sacrifice sequence, is haunting and memorable. One of the strongest aspects of Kannappa is its final act. The emotional crescendo, where Kannappa offers his eyes to the bleeding Shiva Lingam, is handled with quiet dignity and cinematic power. It doesn't resort to melodrama, instead focusing on the purity of faith and sacrifice. This scene alone elevates the film beyond its uneven pacing and technical shortcomings, reminding the audience of the spiritual message at the story's core. True devotion asks for no logic, only love and surrender. Vishnu's performance in this scene is deeply moving, and the direction here is at its most restrained and powerful. That said, the film is not without flaws. The first half takes time to build momentum and suffers from repetitive scenes and exposition-heavy dialogue. Some supporting characters feel underdeveloped, and the pacing drags in sections that needed urgency. The writing occasionally slips into theatricality, and certain dramatic confrontations feel forced. The inclusion of multiple languages and cultural registers, while intended to broaden the film's appeal, sometimes leads to uneven tone and delivery. In the end, Kannappa is a film made with heart. It doesn't always hit the mark, especially in terms of technical execution, but its emotional resonance, strong performances, and mythological foundation carry it through. For viewers who appreciate spiritual stories rooted in Indian folklore, the film offers a sincere and moving tribute to devotion, reminding us that the power of faith, when portrayed with honesty, can still move hearts, even in the age of high-octane blockbusters. While not perfect, Kannappa succeeds in what matters most. It stirs the soul.
Hope you like the video. See you with another interesting video. Bye then, signing off from Black and Blank.